Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another edition of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, February 18th, 2015. And I'm back on my little structure here that I had forgotten all about. Because I'm a derp that way, I guess. This is what I need right here. I guess I may as well, actually, did I do that for all of it? Nope, I just built it up. So, that's what I'm going to do here, too. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What? Damn it. Up on the structure. Yeah, we're going to pull it at least to here. Wow, I'm getting like lag blur for some reason. So much lag blur. Anyway, how was this week? What was this week in Kyrix like? Well, got a new D&D story for you, if nothing else. Okay. Now, in 4th edition D&D, by the way, we're currently on 5th edition. I'm going to chop this up. In 4th edition D&D, they added a new feature where you could basically, as a player, try and get some out-of-character knowledge about monsters. Like, if you ran into a goblin, you could do, like, a nature or a dungeoneering check to see if you know anything about goblins. And while they got rid of that feature in 5th edition, which is sad, by the way, because it allowed players to basically see, what would my character know that I might not, you know? One more and then we move over. But anyway, I, as a DM at least, have carried over that tradition just a teensy bit. Shit, I sink too fast. And, we had a situation Monday's game where, the players encountered some goblins and naturally wanted to know what they knew about goblins. One of the things that came up is how dexterous are goblins. Well, I'm like, okay, give me a nature check. He rolled a 1. For the record, a 1 is a critical miss, which means you failed colossally. You gave an abysmal failure, a damn near legendary failure at that. So my immediate smartass response is, well, you actually believe they're capable of flight. And they ran with this. And it didn't help that one of them was a monk whose specialty was air abilities, basically an airbender. And that's how they've been playing him for the most part as well. And he killed most of them, and when he did, it basically made them, you know, catch some air, so to speak. So that didn't help dispel the myth of flying goblins one teeny bit. And then the wizard's like, well, do goblins speak common? I'm like, give me a nature check to see if you know this. And 3 guesses what his role was. So my smartass remark to him was, well, you believe they're telepathic and can actually pull the language from your brain. And he ran with that. So, yeah, I'm going to need a lot more trees to make this happen. And we're going to do this right here. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to do it over here. So that I have walls to catch the sand when I collect it again. Okay, spoiler alert in case I didn't say it last week, this is a boat. Yeah, come to think about it, I did say it was a boat last week, but yeah, this is a fucking boat. At least that's the plan. God damn, I'm up here. I bet I can see my house from here. Let's find out. Wow, I don't think I actually can. That could be a problem pretty soon. Please don't die! Oh, thank you. Thank you, deep water. Oh, that would have sucked 1,000 dicks if I had died there. Where do I live? Shit, I'm very far away from where I live. And it's getting dark, but that part doesn't matter. Just basically keep going this way, I guess. Also, shear the crap out of these sheep. Which is something I should have done back there, too. I actually need the wool for something. Well, I guess I can tell you now that you know that it's a boat. I need the wool for sails. Should have strung a torch up there. Oh well, shit happens. So yeah, we have psychic flying goblins on the Monday game. The monk eventually figured it out and convinced the first guy, barbarian by the way, that no, they don't actually read minds, and tried to convince them they don't fly. Didn't get that far. The mage believes they don't fly, but thoroughly believes they're telepathic, which led the barbarian to pick up an ordinary rock, tell him it was magical, convincing him, by the way, because they both made persuade checks. Managed to convince him that the rock would protect him from the goblin's mind-reading abilities. And I told him when the thief comes back, hopefully next week, he's gonna probably take that from him and fuck with him. And I say this because I'm going to tell him to take that from him and fuck with him, because that makes my job so much more entertaining. Hey, it's not officially me against the players, but damned if it isn't me against the players. It's my only joy as a DM. That's any DM's joy as a DM, really. Yeah, let the artsy guys talk about, oh, there's a story. No, I'm here to fuck with the players. The story is incidental. The shit you remember about my games isn't, oh, what a well-crafted masterpiece that story was, or wow, what a fantastic campaign. It's like, oh god, did you see what happened to that poor bastard last week? That's the legacy I want to leave in my players' minds. Simple and a little petty, but I'm gonna run with it. Now, in other news, I believe I went into somewhat detail last week about the fact that I have been very big into Star Trek Tactics. Or not Tactics, Attack Wing. Tactics is a different game. Which I would have been big into if I could have afforded the stuff. Unfortunately, HeroClix is not cheap, but Attack Wing is, comparatively. I now have every standard release in the entire game. If it was released in a wave and not an OP kit, I have it. That includes the retail versions of Deep Space Nine and the Giant Board Cube, which is not on the checklist I normally use for fleet building. Which would be problematic if I ever wanted to use it in a tournament, which I was going to do. I thought about doing before I got it. I'm thinking, well, I might want to use this. That could be a problem. It's not going to be a problem. things like 84 points or some shit like that. It's ridiculous. For reference, the tournaments, I'm required to basically make a fleet of 2 ships at 90 points together. That one ship by itself is that. The cheapest ship that I have access to would take me 10 points over that build. And even if I use the generic giant cube, it would still take me over. Do I dare? Hi, cute little bats. You're adorable. Well, I can at least swipe some coal. God, I wish this didn't lag drag so much. Oh well, we all have our limitations. And mine are hardware-based, it seems. What's the matter, Kisa? Just shaking yourself around for reasons? Yeah, I'm finally starting to get used to the idea that I have to bring the cat in the room at night. So that he can sleep in here. Not just because he wants to sleep in here, but his food and litter are in here, so... And for the record, his litter is in my bathroom, not my bedroom. The two are connected, so it's basically the same thing. Love having my own bathroom, by the way, for those who care. I highly recommend it. If you have the ability to get your own bathroom, do it. It's awesome. The only downside to it is your toilet backs up, you could have shit floating in your room. That's pretty much the only downside, and I haven't found that yet. That's pure speculation at this point. I'd rather keep it that way, to be honest. I'm just fine not knowing what it's like to have shit floating in my room. We're still somewhat unpacking. At this point, it's more arranging furniture at this point. I have done a little bit of work on my room, so I have... Ooh, fortress shit. Don't need your dumbass. Kisa, quit knocking shit down, please. Thanks, kitty. Ooh, need this. Could use these, too. Not so much that, but these I can go with. Shit, that hurt. Now where am I? May as well keep going down, I guess. Oh, nope, that was a bad idea. Well, up to get out, I guess. The bats are so cute. But bats in general are pretty cute, honestly. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Bats are fucking cute. So yeah, I own a whole lot of crap in Star Trek. Pretty much everything at this point. I'm basically short, let's see. All of the Dominion OP ships. I don't have any of those, unless you count the little resource fighters, which I do have. I have 2 of each, in fact. So unless you count those, I have everything in the Dominion. Or I'm missing everything in the Dominion kit. Let's see what else. I'm missing the Arena OP kit and the Tholian Web OP kit and the prizes that come with it, the giveaways. I am also missing the 5 blind boosters, or no, 4 of the blind boosters, because I have the Geminar one, from the collective OP kit. This is new. Quartz? Oh, more iron. Never mind. Still, I do need it, so... Well, I don't need it, but I always like having more iron. Do need to start finding my way out of here, though. Hi, Kisa. And other than that, I pretty much got everything. I even have stuff that technically isn't officially out yet. I don't know how I have it, but I'm not asking too many questions. I mean, I know how I have it. I got it on eBay, but it doesn't explain how he got it, and I don't really care, to be perfectly honest. Because the thing is, I have it, and that's all that matters to me. There's also the unexpected perk. Well, not unexpected, I knew this perk. But because I have the Resistance is Futile OP kit in its entirety, including blind boosters, I pretty much can just enjoy the tournaments. You know? I don't have to worry about, oh, I need to win that prize, otherwise bad shit happens, you know? Because it's not an issue for me at all. Goodbye, bread. I am requiring these sticks. Perfect. And this goes here. Perfect again. And then I promptly take all this cobblestone and throw it away for more coal. No, that is incorrect, sir. I wish to throw away cobblestone. Thank you. Anyway, that's an axe. I know it's called a pickaxe, but I'm not going to get very far mining that way. But anyway, like I said, I can just enjoy the tournament because now I don't have to worry about, oh, I need to pull this ship, I need to pull this ship, I need to win this ship. No, I've already got them all. I can just go at the tournament, and if I pull them, I can trade them for collective stuff, hopefully. People might still have some of theirs. And if I win, I can trade it for other stuff that people hopefully need, you know? Especially if there are people who play Borg there, because it's all Borg shit this time around. Which, incidentally, I do play Borg, but I don't know if I'll be playing it at the tournaments, because you do have to be a special kind of dick to play the Borg. It's pretty much a given at this point that if you're playing the Borg, you are a dick. Because the Borg are very powerful. The only problem is, to make them as powerful as they need to be, you kind of have to break one of the tournament rules, or suggested rules, which is 3 ships. 2 of which come from your own build, 1 of which is a blind pull. But for all I know, our judge doesn't subscribe to that rule, and I can just show up with the big-ass cube. There's no point in playing the big-ass cube, though, because I can't equip the cutting beam and the tractor beam on it. Ah, there's home. Don't even need the map anymore. Yay, home! I missed you, home! Oh, this must be where I've been farming. Yay, farming! Do I have crops yet? Please tell me I have crops now. Oh, fucking course I don't. God damn it. I'll bet it's this goddamn tree's fault. You, sir, are totally obscuring my bullshit, and I do not take kindly to such things. What don't I need? Don't need saliva all over my keyboard. That's what I don't need. Stupid spit thing. Let's see. I could do without this apple. Do entirely without it, in fact. And I shall turn these birch into these birch. Which I shall then take and turn into sticks. Actually, before I do that, do I have any oak wood left? I must, somewhere. Oh, here it is, yeah. Take and get rid of that for a couple minutes. There we go. Well, I can at least go home. So yeah, it's been a big week for me for Star Trek. I've been playing less than an entire month. I went in 1 month from having 6 ships to having everything except OP kit prizes. And honestly, as soon as I start paying off my PayPal bill, I'll have those too, because they don't have them on Amazon. I looked. That's literally the only reason I don't already have them. Otherwise, they'd have been on their way too. I think that'll actually cover it all. Matter of fact, I think that'll cover it exactly. 8, 16, 24. Yeah. That's literally just enough. So, Oh! Part of my New Year's resolution has happened. I've done some co-commentary work. I'm not going to spoil it entirely, but I'm going to say I've started a co-commentary thing, which should be finished by this Friday, with someone who I actually watch. And I doubt he would care if I'm giving away spoilers on who it is, but I'm not going to say, because it's not out yet. So glad I didn't get rid of this, because I need it now. But, yeah, it is someone that I actually watch. I don't watch his game videos as much as I watch some of his other stuff, but I do watch his game videos. And it is a post-commentary, so I will say that much as well. But aside from that, I'm not going to get too into details here. But it was fun from what we've done so far, at least. Well, anyway, he seemed immensely entertained by my commentary for the most part. So I'd like to think that I will be invited to do other stuff in the future, but time will tell. So with luck, yeah, that'll be a thing. But anyway, that was one of my major New Year's resolutions, is I want to do co-op stuff with people, and what with the Joe and Mac LP with Mario Yoshi, and now this post co-commentary thing with this other guy, it looks like I'm making some good progress on that resolution. And I'm up to, I think, 125 subscribers, which in the grand scheme of YouTube isn't a lot, but for me, just getting started, it's quite a bit. So I'm making progress on that resolution as well. So, yeah, I'm just fulfilling my resolutions here left and right. So, yay me. That's a thing. And that'll fade on its own. Because that's what wood does when you leave it hovering in reality. So yeah, co-commentary, Star Trek, funny D&D shit. I have not accomplished a goddamn thing on recordings. I have meant no less than 3 times to resume Extreme Ghostbusters and just haven't found the time for it. I may do it after this, but I'm probably going to try and sleep, because it's late-ish. And I do need to sleep every now and then. Yeah, D&D continues to go well for the most part. No HeroClix game this week, because the judge didn't say anything to anyone about anything. And he's really slipping on this crap, and it's starting to piss everyone off. Because you're supposed to tell people if there's going to be an event or not, and if there is, we're supposed to know what it is with more than 24 hours notice. I even told my niece today, even if there is a tournament today, I'm not going, because I'm still sorting my clicks. I just now got all of them out of my closet in boxes, and I think I might still have a couple scattered about the house, so that I can take inventory on what I have. Because I haven't done that yet. Because now that I've moved and everything's in different places, I need to recheck my inventory, make sure I didn't lose anything, see if I traded stuff and didn't mark it down, you know? So I have to reorganize my entire collection, which is even bigger than I thought, because every time we came back to the house to move shit, I would find more HeroClix that we didn't know was there before. So I have a lot of HeroClix, apparently. So yeah, that's quite a bit of shit to get done. And I'm sorry, even 24 hours is short notice when you consider how much work I have ahead of me before I can do anything HeroClix related. And he keeps saying this is probably going to be his last set, the one coming up. At least his last set as judge, if not his last set period. And I don't hope it's his last set period, but I hope it's his last set as judge, because we need a new judge. Whether it's me, whether it's one of 2 or 3 other people, I don't really care. But he doesn't need to be the judge, because he's not taking the responsibility he needs to be the judge. Or he's not taking all the responsibility, because it's not fair to say he's not taking responsibility, because he has been paying for everything. But there's more to it than just, oh, I pay the stuff and I run the events. Because he's also playing in the events sometimes when he doesn't need to. Like the last one we had, there were 4 people who showed up. Plus him. So what he did was, the lowest person ended up getting a buy round so that he could play. And he's like, well, I'm not going to drive all this way not to play. I'm like, well, then you need to not be the judge, because that's the judge's job. When I was the judge, I had numerous tournaments that I wanted to play, but guess what? An even number of people showed up, so I just had to sit out. Even though I had the perfect team and the best strategy and I would have beaten everybody. I had to sit out, because I'm the judge and that's my fucking job. And he doesn't have anything in mind. It's one thing, I understand that sometimes as a judge you ask your players what they want to play because you don't have an idea. You know when you ask them that? 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time. Why? Because that's how many tournaments you're supposed to have ahead. When we got the prize kit for the Captain America set, which consisted of 5 LEs, we had 2 of them. So we had 10 prizes. All 10 of those tournaments were mapped out before the first one even went up, before the first one even happened. 2 weeks before the first tournament, you could go on the website, WizKidsGames.com, or not WizKidsGames.com, but HCRealms.com. WizKidsGames was where you registered. But you could have gone on our little thread on HC Realms, which all of us knew about. None of us, including me, looked at. But you could go on there and find out exactly what tournament happened when and what prize it was for. Because that's how I am as a judge. I sat there and hammered out 10 tournaments. So that there would not be a week where I was caught off guard. Like, what's the tournament? I don't know. And by the way, I did not look at the site, but I did keep my own copy of the tournament list. So, when everyone inevitably asked me, what's the tournament this week? I knew, because I had a copy. And that's the way it should be, you know? This is what I need. There we go, much easier to store this way. Block of quartz, block of iron, redstone, lapis, more iron. And like I said, if it's me who takes over as judge, I'm fine with him coming to play. He's a great player, and he deserves to play. And he does deserve to play. And that's why he shouldn't be the judge. Because I'm actually fine getting a couple games in a week. Because I now live with HeroClix players. Because my niece and her boyfriend are, well, I've gotten them both into HeroClix, and they will play with me. The boyfriend also will play Star Trek with me, so I can get my games in without having to play every week. I can be the judge and do the judge thing properly. So we don't need to worry about that. We can have that. And that way he can still play, you know? But I keep telling him, and he keeps arguing that it's not the case, where he throws off rounds that way, you know? And in big tournaments, he does. In a little 4-person tournament, it doesn't matter. But he can throw off and influence rounds that way, like by saying, well... Because he doesn't always do the lowest lures, or some... He did it wrong. He did it with whoever had the least points or something. But I told him, okay, let's say, for example, that I have a really crappy first round, and I get the bye in the second round, and let's say it's a 4-round tournament, which it never is, but let's say it is, and I just kill in those other 2 rounds. But let's say if we'd actually played it out that I might have lost the second round. If we don't have a clear undefeated, I can win that tournament because of that bye round. Just because it goes based off wins and then points, and if I just destroy, or if I lose the first round and get a decent amount of points, or let's say in rounds 2, 3, and 4, the winners don't get many points, again, that can influence the tournament because it gave me a bye round because he played. Now, if that's a normal tournament where there just are an even number, or if there isn't an even number of people and I just get a bye round, that's one thing. But I'm getting a bye round because he wants to play, and that can throw off the tournament, and it actually has before. There was a tournament for leftover, not Streets of Gotham, No Man's Land prizes. The prize was the Helena Batgirl. Helena being the Huntress normally, but she was Batgirl for a short time during No Man's Land, before she got fired from the job. But what happened was, I won 1 round, and I lost a round, and I ended up playing the judge in the finals, and I lost that round too, I lost that round too, but he just declared me the winner, and he declared me the winner of the tournament, even though I technically did worse than the other people. You know, he just gave me the prize, and I told him, look, I shouldn't have gotten that prize. You just assumed that, oh, well, since I was against you in the finals, or the bye round, effectively, that I must have won. Well, no, I actually didn't. I didn't even come close. And because I lost to him and got very few points, I did worse, even. So yeah, I don't want him to quit coming, I don't want him to quit playing, I just want him to quit judging because he's not taking it seriously enough. And he keeps, every time I bring that up, he's like, well, would you guys be willing to pay for it? I'm like, there's more to it than paying for it, and if we have to, every one of us is willing to pay an entry fee. He's like, well, what about Anubis? Which isn't what he says, but I'm using it because that's what you know by. He didn't have the money. I'm like, no, but we'd find a way for him to be able to play anyway. Because we have other ways of playing or paying for these damn prize kits, you know? We kind of have to get them, or we just get someone to finance them. I mean, we'll figure something out. But again, it doesn't matter if he buys all the prize kits forever if he doesn't set up the tournaments until the day of. We're sick of this, wondering, is there a tournament this week? Because that's the thing. If I'd been the judge, I'd have told him, like, with 24 hours notice, oh, man, I just realized there's so much stuff I have to do this week. There's not going to be a tournament this week, or there's going to be a tournament this week and I'm going to let Anubis judge, or this person can judge, or whatever, you know. I would have made arrangements so that my players knew that we're taking this week off, or that we're not taking this week off, and this person, sorry about the yawning, and this person was taken over for me this week. Because you don't just leave your players in suspense about shit like that. It's important. Take a little responsibility for the role. I mean, normally the judge doesn't pay for the prize kit. They show up and they get a prize. In his case, he would get the prize just by virtue of paying for the kits, but, I mean, earn that prize by taking your role fucking seriously. And I'm not the only player who bitches about this. Because if I don't bring it up, then someone else does. And when I do bring it up, everyone chimes in with, yeah, that's right. We shouldn't be waiting until the last second to know what we're doing that week. You know? It's just freaking sad that that's the way things are, because... Oh, I broke my axe. I just noticed that. I broke my freaking axe. Man, it's sad that it's getting to this point, because he's not a bad player and he's not a bad guy. He does some really royally annoying shit sometimes, but he's not a bad guy. And we all want to be able to play with him, but he judges poorly. And to be fair, a lot of the times the players just ask me for rulings anyway, and so does he on occasion. And he has this bizarre logic, which he accuses me of having bizarre logic, which is really messed up, because that's not the tool I need. I do need one, so... So sometimes his rulings piss off a lot of people. But then again, every judge has rulings that piss off a lot of people. We just wish that he got there a little more logically. This is the same guy, by the way, who is the very reason why the HeroClix rulebook now defines what a straight line is. Because he tried to use Boolean math, which I've been told by another friend his math is bullshit. Not that Boolean math is bullshit, but the way he was describing it isn't how it is. And basically math and geometry in general is wrong the way he was using it. There's a character, well, you probably know it, M. Bison from Street Fighter, from the Street Fighter Click set. He has a power where if he moves in a straight line, he basically hits everyone for one penetrating damage that he passes through. And this guy has tried to argue that in Boolean math, a straight line can include 90-degree turns, because it's all still one straight line. Because the lines don't go, or if it's something like that, or perpendicular, or whatever. And he tried so hard to do this, and he took it to the forums, and he kept bragging, yeah, no one's been able to refute me, etc. And I told him that's probably because they think you're trolling them. They think you're trolling them, and they don't want to give you the satisfaction, so they're not answering you. They don't really think you're serious. Or if they do think you're serious, they think you're so stupid that no answer they give is going to get through to you. Because they figured that anyone old enough to play HeroClix is old enough to have graduated elementary school, or at least kindergarten, and learned their shapes. And yes, that is something I've told him to his face, is they assume that if you're old enough to play this game, that you've learned your shapes, and you know what a line is. Because he actually complained, I can't believe they don't define what a straight line is in the rulebook. Because it says ages 8 and up, and by 8 I know what a straight line was. I don't need the game to tell me. And then he tried to argue that, and this came up, I forget what the ruling was, but he was real pissed when he found out that HeroClix does not use the English language. It uses game terminology, which can mean different things, like... Oh god, I don't even remember, but it was something really stupid, and he got really up in arms about it. And they basically had to come in and tell him, look, we don't use the English language, so stop trying to bring that into the conversation. We use game terms, which are clearly defined in the back of the book. And because of him and his ranting, raving, and bitching, the rule book now describes what a straight line is. And he called me up when he found this out and bragged to me about, yeah, because of me, they did this. I'm like, that's not something to be proud of. That's like saying, yeah, because of me, they now have a warning not to drop the toaster in the water while you're using it. That they have those warning labels because stupid people do stupid things. And he's bragging that he's the stupid person who did that stupid thing. Now, I brag that I'm the reason the rule of 3 exists. There's a rule in HeroClix where no stat can be increased or decreased by more than 3 points. Total. For example, if someone takes my stat down 3 points and I put it up 6, it'll be plus 3 at the end, so that counts for the rule of 3. But I'm the reason, I'm not the only person, but I am the reason that rule exists now, because there was a figure called the Con Artist which had Perplex, which is the power that lets you plus or minus a stat within 10 feet of you, or 10 squares of you. And I had 11 of them, and I used them. So I would have Spider-Man hit for like 8 clicks from a range of like 10 squares, you know? And because of me, the rule was changed, because I broke the game and they corrected it. I'm proud of that, because I broke the game that hard. You know, I outsmarted the game so badly that they had to redo the rules to accommodate me. So yeah, I'm a little proud of that. He did something so stupid that they had to rewrite the rule book to accommodate him and people like him. And I don't think that's something to be proud of, because lots of people break a game. It's what we do as gamers. That's how you get ahead, is you break the game. Seriously, is this shit ever going to reach full growth? Because I haven't found any villages. There we fucking go. It's about time. Do I have enough yet? Maybe. Back home, I guess. I want to try and tame a horse, damn it. Also want to get some breakfast before bed. Oh man, it's almost time to get up again. Need 4 more, huh? You know, something tells me that works like cake. Where I just slap it down and they eat off of it. And if that's the case, I'm going to need a lot more wheat. Horses. Gotta find me a horse. I'll eventually get back to my boat. Probably gonna have to go back there just so I remember it next week. Otherwise, I'll end up spending like 4 months before I finally go back and like, hey, I've got a boat. I should do something about that boat. That is a cow, not a horse. Ooh, wool. Thank you, wolves. I'm gonna shave you bald. Okay, would love to find a horse right about now. I know they're around here. I've seen them. I think that was a cow. Okay, rivers. That's another sheep, I believe. I'm wrong, that's a chicken. Cow noises. And look, there is a cow. That's a wolf. I'm currently incapable of getting a dog unless I cheat. Because there are no skeletons to make bones from. How intriguing. Also, that's totally a tree up there. A tree that I believe is burned. You better get your ass out of there before you die. Here, I'll dig you a trench. That's all I can do for you. If you won't get out now, that's your fault. I've done more than I should have. The Minecraft Prime Directive. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of Star Trek. Need to start watching some too. Some more DS9, Little Enterprise, a couple episodes of Voyager. There's a couple in particular that I've never seen that have come up in Star Trek Online. I'm almost done getting my free starship. Got 2 days worth of the Omega event today and tomorrow, basically. And then I'm done with it. I don't need to fuck with it anymore, and I just have my ship. Well, there is jungle, so I can definitely get an Asa Kitty. And that makes me very happy, because I love Asa Kitties. They're great. Even in a world with no creepers, an Asa Kitty is its own reward. And it should be, considering how hard they are to tame. Well, brats won't even come to you half the time. And they're very hard to find, too. Love to find a horse. Horse, please. Well, that accomplished less than nothing. It's almost time to feed the damn cat again. Which I'm sure he's thrilled about, but that I'm not, because that means I'm going to be up all day. Also gotta get to the mailbox. One of my friends sent me something, and I'm more than a little curious about what it is, to be honest. Remember the good old days when I planted wheat and it actually fucking grew? I miss those days. I'd have vast farms of wheat that grew so fast that I didn't have enough stuff for all of it. Those were good days. Alright, there's lots of animals here. Maybe one of them's gonna be a horse. Well, there's mushrooms if I ever get a craving for those, which I don't. I do like mushroom soup, though. That's some yummy shit. Where are all the horses? I've been seeing them all over the place. Now that I might actually have the means to feed and tame one, they want nothing to do with me anymore. This is so stupid. And my eyes hurt. Well, the good news is I've already had some sleep, so I probably don't need too much more. Speaking of some sleep, the cat just woke up. Hey, buddy. Hey, don't get too comfy, though. That's where the fan goes when I'm ready to go to bed. Oh, finished watching The Pacific with Jade today. Just before this, in fact. So I'm going to run around looking for horses or finding wheat growing until I either find horses or the wheat grows. Yeah, there's still quite a few things left to find in the house somewhere. Ooh, sheep. Is the wrong color, but a sheep is a sheep. Give me that wool. Yoink. But, yeah, there's still a couple things I've got to look for. Like, I've got to find the cord, the USB cord that connects my, external hard drive so that I have access to that. I gotta find the instructions for my old Bluetooth so I can try and make that my new microphone. Not because I feel I need a new microphone, but because if I can do that, I might be able to get multiple Bluetooths so that we have multiple microphones connected at once. And if that's the case, then I can do co-op stuff, or rather, in-house co-op stuff that doesn't require us to cluster around one freaking laptop, and we can space out and be comfortable. How much time is left? 5 minutes. I'll run out the clock. I usually end early. I'm gonna run out the clock. Try and find this horse. Maybe they're all dead. They all follow that pig and the pig pushed them in the lava. It's my headcanon. Every horse in the world is dead. Prove me wrong, game. Prove me wrong. Show me a horse. There we go. Want it? You dumb horse. All that for nothing. And all that weakened into a goddamn thing to tame it. Oh well. Maybe if I'd had a saddle with me. Don't really care now. Where do I live? I don't live anywhere remotely near here. Where the hell did I go? Ow. Wool. I'ma steal your wool. God, I'm so tired. It literally hurts. But I have a job to do. I mean, come on, it's not like I've been recording anything else. I may as well at least get off my ass an hour a night or an hour a week and do this, right? There it is. And there's my crops. Yay. Hero crops. Crops that refuse to grow. Might actually help if I tried to grow more than what I have. It's bullshit. You ever heard of being nocturnal? Well, technically not in Minecraft. That's not safe. Unless you're on peaceful like I am. You know what? I'm not gonna run out the clock. We're done. I'm so tired. Okay, everyone. I'm Kyrix, and this has been This Week in Kyrix, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.